What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk to you about the new course that I am making, which is a course about YouTube. And I'm going to go over the overview and show you everything that's going on so far. I'm also going to talk about this from kind of a perspective of making courses on Udemy in general, trying to share some of my experience making courses and what I'm trying to accomplish with this course in particular. But also I'm going to go into the details of this course, what it's about, and what I'm trying to do with it. Okay, so first let's look over this real quick. One second. Okay, so I don't have any videos yet. What I usually do now, now that I've recorded a couple courses, is go through and make the curriculum and then think about like what concepts I want to teach, what videos I can make, what I need to do more research for, what I can add later, etc., etc. And now I have a list of videos, and then now what I need to do is just go through and record all of these, right? So the concept of this course is going to be how to use YouTube to make yourself a more talented individual. And that's what I still haven't figured out how I want to title the course, because like it's not about how to earn money on YouTube so much as that's something that part of the course will teach. But the goal of the course is how to use YouTube to become more talented yourself, how to like kind of how to bridge that gap between the person you want to be and the person you are and become more like the person you want to be, you know? And I think that you can use YouTube to kind of put yourself in a scenario where you make that so much more likely to happen, where you just make it more convenient to work on your passions in a way that furthers them and shares them with other people, and it just gives you this mechanism to improve. And then through that it itself brings so much other opportunity into your life. And the great thing about YouTube is that if you do it right, it's relevant to what you are passionate about and what makes you happy. And ultimately, that's why I think that YouTube is the best opportunity that any of us really online have access to, because almost all other opportunity, you're sacrificing something for money that enables you to do what you want or to be free, right? You're not actually doing the direct work that you love, the thing that you're passionate about. Like with drop shipping or any job really that brings in the bills but you don't love, like it's enabling you to do the thing that makes you happy, but in it itself isn't necessarily making you happy. Whereas with YouTube, if you do it right, it absolutely does make you happy, and you get the money from it, and it's great. There's so many good things about getting used to making YouTube videos and the things that it does to your life and to your future. And so that's what I really want to encapsulate in this course. I want to figure out how to show people, hey, if you get these specific habits, then really good things will happen in your future. It's all about getting into these specific habits. And it's not about worrying about the finances of the channel or about figuring out like if people are going to like it or worrying too much about comments. It's all about in the regularity and figuring out what you need to change in your life so that it can allow that regularity of creation. Because once you're in the once you're in the hobby, habits, that's the word I'm looking for. Once you're in the habit of doing that, then if you had started a year ago, you'd be good now, right? So you got to get to that point where it's been a while since you got in the habit of doing it, and then everything just gets better, like kind of regardless to what's causing problems in your life, right? So let's go down through the curriculum now that I've blabbered on enough about what kind of I'm trying to do in particular with this course, right? So first, I talk about some core concepts with YouTube. And this is just like, All right. Regularity is everything. You have to have regularity of content. Nothing else matters, right? So I go more into that subject. Also about how important it is to do content about something that you have some kind of interest or passion in. That is really, really, really important. You have to actively enjoy the subject matter. Otherwise, you are not going to last in the long run. And lasting in the long run is what brings everything, right? So that's really, really important. And then also there's this concept of editing, and most YouTube channels do tons and tons and tons of editing, which is great. It can work really, really well. But for people new into it, like, what you want to do is get so comfortable and so good on camera that you don't need to be edited. You don't need to rely on that. You have recorded so many videos and you're so comfortable with it that you don't need to rely on editing, right? And ultimately, the only way to get there is to just keep recording new videos over and over and over and over and over. You have to keep reiterating over and over and over again. And then you can find yourself at a point where you know how to make a really good, well-edited show, and you have worked with another editor. You have a community of people who can make this show happen. But you're not at that point yet, right? So how do you get yourself to that point where you're part of that community? How do you get yourself to a point where you can access those people? You got to record and you got to publish a lot, right? Because that attracts all of that. That is how you bring the things in your future forward, right? So then after that, tying into it, we have working with others at every possible chance that you get. That's really the trick. And one of the keys with YouTube is you have to involve other people and get integrated somehow with other communities doing what you're doing, right? And the act of making your channel and publishing videos is you're going to get these connections based on whatever content that you're doing, right? And if you jump on every opportunity that you get to work with another individual, that's going to really, really expedite your YouTube growth and get you to a point where this can really provide for you much sooner than if you try and you obsess too much about working for yourself and not involving other people. It's really, really important to work with other people, okay? And then after that, there's a section about audience, and this is about how you have to know who your audience is, but at the same time, you have to also understand that your audience is created through the act of creating content. If you fail to continue to create content, you fail to continue to create your audience. So if you are interacting with your audience and that is causing you to stop making content or to stop trying to make new kinds of content, that is bad. And ultimately, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, which is what the next section, Healthy Disconnect, is about. It's about how you have to be able to continuously do what you're doing, regardless to what people tell you, because people are going to tell you that it's not going to work. People are going to say things that are your worst insecurities and comments. People are going to say a lot of stuff that's going to throw you off if you pay too much attention to it. And on one hand, you got to listen to your audience, but you shouldn't listen to them too much. And I actually think that with YouTube in particular, it's better to not listen enough than it is to listen too much. You want to have the problem where you have a big enough audience and there's a problem and they're communicating with you and you need to address it. That's an issue. That's good. What you don't want to happen is that you hear one person say something, and especially in the beginning growing a YouTube channel, this happens. And then in your head, it's going to feel like your entire audience has that one person's opinion. That one opinion will have so much weight behind it. And that is going to fuck with you a lot. And it's definitely hard to get used to. So it's really important to be aware of these things, right? And then about buying equipment and ultimately how equipment doesn't matter. What matters is regularity of content and habit. Once you have established regularity of content, once you have it habitually making YouTube videos, then you can justify buying fancier equipment. But buying fancier equipment in the name of being able to make videos is stupid and a waste of money. You really shouldn't do that. But getting into the habit of making the content is the trickier part, right? So then after that, there's a section that's all about YouTube videos. So it has each individual part of what makes a YouTube video from the YouTube creator kind of experience. So it shows you like the sections that you will be looking at when you're making the video, right? So what the video itself needs to look like, things about file format, that kind of thing. So this is going to be more specific sciencey section, right? Then after that, there's a section about styles of video recording. And these are different styles that you can use to record video. For example, like I do one where I have the phone out in the open, right? And I'm looking down at, like, talking to the phone as if it's a person. I refer to that as over the shoulder. In this case, that would be mobile camera recording. But this is just like 5 different ways that you can go about recording content. Because the goal of this is that I can't show you exactly how to make your YouTube channel, because in order for your YouTube channel to be successful, it has to be unique to what you are passionate about. But what I can do is give you tools and mechanisms that enable you to identify these things and then how to integrate them into YouTube, right? So that's going to be my focus of this course, is educating you as much as possible about some of the more nitty-gritty stuff about YouTube video creation and how to go about it and how to use the software, how to make all of that stuff happen. What you have to have is that existing passion. And I can't identify exactly how you need to interact with that passion or exactly how you need to find it. But as long as you have that passion, I can teach you everything else that's necessary through this course to show you how to become more adept at that passion and to combine that passion with YouTube, right? So after this, we have a section on monetization. And this is about all the different ways that you can monetize your channel. Just the main point here is that it's almost always better to have your own product. You need some way for your audience to show their support and to be able for you to benefit directly. So having your own product, whether it's a course or an actual physical product, I strongly encourage digital products because they scale much better than physical products. If you have to actually make something every time somebody buy something from you, that's great, but when you have like 100,000 subscribers, that might become a problem, right? So you always have to keep all of this stuff in mind. After that, we have sections about specific pieces of software, and I don't consider this course a tutorial about how to use these pieces of software, but I will show you exactly how to use every specific part of the software that you need in order to make regular videos, okay? So I'm not going to tell you everything about Wondershare Filmora, but I am going to share with you how to use it and how to do everything that I had to learn how to do through making YouTube videos, right? So I generally have the motto when it comes to software that if I can do it for free, I'm going to use free software. If I can't, I'm going to use software that's as cheap as possible. Just because of when I'm sharing, and I don't know what country you're in, I don't know how much money you have access to, you know, I have to think about all of these things as an instructor. So it's really important that whenever I do have a requirement of software, that I think that it's justified. And Wondershare Filmora is video editing software, which used to be really expensive, right? But now you can get it for like $40. So it's definitely, I think, quite feasible, and I think it's very much worth it when it comes to having a YouTube channel, but it's not necessary, right? So then we have Open Broadcaster software, and this is how I actually record. And the good thing about OBS is that it is completely free, and this is how you record the videos and make the files. Wondershare Filmora is how you edit the existing files, right? So you don't always need to edit the existing files. Okay, so now the rest of the course I haven't laid everything out completely, but this is like the meat and potatoes of it. But then there's going to be one main thing at the end of the course. And what I've decided is that as part of the course, I'm going to work with my students to record a video for their YouTube channel. And this video will be me interviewing the student. Okay, so the way it's going to work is that if a student, because obviously not every student's going to do this, but if the student finishes the course and gets to the end, or they just skip everything else and go to the end, then there are instructions on how to get in touch with me and how to put in a request for one of the course interview videos. And so then there's instruction on how the student needs to record the Skype call with me. right? Because I'm going to be recording it from my YouTube channel, and then they need to be recording it from their end using their YouTube channel, or for their YouTube channel. And then as part of the course, it'll go into publishing that video, et cetera, right? And that's something that I really want to make sure is done properly. Is one, I want to have some way to reach myself out more, and having a regular stream of people that I'm interviewing from anywhere in the world is going to be really good for me as an individual, because these interviews is kind of what direction I want to head in my YouTube channel. I want to head more towards that kind of thing, because that opens me up to just being exposed to so much more information and talent in my future, right? So that's pretty much it so far, and I'm excited about this course because now it's not my first course. I've made courses before, and I have regular experience with the subject. I've been doing it for a while now, and I've made over 700 YouTube videos, so it's definitely something I've gotten experience with, and I'm excited. Because for me, Udemy is probably one of the bigger opportunities. This combination of YouTube and Udemy is something that I'm going to continuously work on more. There's always been teaching in my family and in my blood, and both sides of my family, and there was a lot of hardship, I think, from that. But nowadays, like, you can make a lot of money as an online teacher, which is a new thing, you know. So this is something that I'm really trying to learn more about and integrate more into my life. So thank you guys a bunch for watching. I appreciate your time, effort, and attention. Hope you guys have a great day. Ciao.